I've been thinking a lot about space lately. Inspired, I'm trying my hand at creating some retro, pulpy sci-fi scene to replicate the far reaches of our universe in my garage for like no money. Welcome back to a project series I call How the Hell Do I Get Off This Planet?
Many fundamental needs will depend upon things beyond ourselves.
For starters, we're going to need a ship, but not necessarily to scale. Many films on the era of pulp rely on miniatures and stop motion when production budgets were limited. I don't see why we can't do the same. The only difference is that I've never done this before.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow. My boy, you are about to take a journey out of this world, into the world of the future. Forget the world around you. Forget the people around you. You are entering future alone.
The spacecraft is also intended to carry instrumented capsules, which can land on the Martian surface to make direct biological, geological, and meteorological measurements. And its some sensors are presently under test in a laboratory still room. The study of the universe achieves a new dimension with the ability to put instruments above the Earth's atmosphere. Here, they may measure gamma ray, X-ray, ultraviolet, infrared, and radio wave radiation that cannot reach the sun. To the new challenges and the continuing opportunities in that limitless laboratory, space.
It's my season. Watch you jump in that gear, make the theme song. Cause we all need some fear. There's a reason that I'm having my year. Got my feet up, and they take what I give, no ease up. It's 100%, I'm egos, but I move with no plan or the ego. At least that's what I say. Need someone to calm my blood. I truly lose control of myself. I really waited for hours. I'm here to answer the call. If I wait, the lost will never be safe from those burgundy fangs. So if I wait, I will play my part in this war. If I wait, I'm sure to wash up my shore in this burgundy storm.
explore the mysteries of the universe. But all are within man's power, subject to his command. On man's wisdom, on his firmness in the use of that power, depends now the future of his children and his children's children in the new world of the atomic age.
It took a lot of work to get here. It's hard to be perfect when you're trying to make deadlines on things that don't have deadlines. You know, I didn't do this for a client. I didn't do this for money. I just did this for my own enjoyment and satisfaction. So this is the brains of the whole operation. This is the press light that I had. I have sanded the outside cap to fit and match the 2 1/4 inch diameter of this ornament that we sanded and painted before, and now those are now the brain unit of this whole thing. This nest in here, which is also 2 1/4, and that's pressure fit. And then when these are all come together, the light on the bottom can be pressed. I think it's quite nice. And if you put something like one of these little cheap cups underneath, you actually get a pretty decent glow. I got one of these floating magnetic plates. So when you put this magnetic plate together with the design of a UFO, it's a bit of a dance. But when you get those two things together, you can get something quite cool. Stuff like this is what gets me excited about film, because now I could take something like green screen, I could slip that right under here, and then have this still float as an image. And now I can actually do this effect without going to CG or anything else for that matter. And if that's still not making sense to you, take this for example. This is just a piece of, balsa wood. But if this was a platform, I can now simulate, terrain. I can make a small piece of terrain, and this will actually look like it's hovering over that piece of terrain. Hey, I appreciate you sticking around to the end to see this project through. Now that we're done with the build process of the UFO, we can move on to filming in the next chapter. We'll be talking about green screen and how to animate static objects like this ship to give it life and motion in relation to the background footage. You know, it would be so much easier if there was just an app for intergalactic rideshare, but there's not. So filming all this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I was hoping. So if you're interested, stick around. If you like how this came together, or if you have any questions about the process so far, leave it in the comments below. Hopefully I can address it in the next video. If not, I will reply back to the comments below. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.